comes to my reaction videos, I generally try not to go 2 videos back to back on one creator. In fact, I'm not sure that I have done it before other than the 2-part one that I just recently did on Caitlin's video. But I have to say, having just downloaded yesterday's video, I went onto YouTube and a new video short popped up from Ashley Faye Vlogs. And I watched it and I was a little bit surprised. So I am going to jump in and do a reaction to this video straight away.
Culture shocks of moving to Australia from the United States.
I have noticed that in terms of titles that she gives her shorts, that they do seem to be ones that she does like a series of. So I don't know if she comes up with an idea for a series and then sort of scrabbles around for ideas. I don't know if the plan here, and what a lot of YouTubers do, is they will put out short videos because they will bring in a new audience. So these videos could be intended to bring in more subscribers to her channel, or they could be intended as clickbait, as somebody suggested on the video before this that I released. Either way, I think I am just going to say that when you are living in a country and you've come from another country, there is a kind of an expectation for you to not try and use that country for clickbait. For you to try and show a positive outlook towards that country. Anyway, you might understand what I'm talking about if I actually play this video for you. So let's carry on.
So driving learner's permit, at least in the States, in New Jersey, you have to get this red sticker that you put on your plate. And you can only get it at the DMV, and it shows, that you're on your learner's permit or whatever. Whereas here in Australia, you can just go to your local servo or random place, like random shops in the middle of nowhere, and you can just buy your P plate that you put on your window. Or I've seen some people like rogue half tape it to the back of their plate and it's like half falling off on the highway.
Now here's my concern. I feel that if I were an American watching this video, that I would think that what she is trying to say here is that where she comes from in the States, you've got to actually go into the DMV to get your license, and then they'll give you a sticker to put on your car to say you're a learner driver. And it seems that she is inferring here that in Australia you don't have to go into roads and transport or whatever it is in the relevant state and go through all the process of actually getting your license, but that you can just go down to Woolies and just buy yourself a P plate and pay for it at the checkout, and Bob's your uncle, you can go out and drive. Which is so totally wrong. Now, first of all, P plates are not learner's license. So I think she's gotten confused here, and I'm surprised because she's been in Australia for a few years now. So I find it surprising that she's not aware of the difference between L plates and P plates. L plates are your learner's license. Yes, you can buy L plates anywhere, and you can put them, you have to display them on your car front and back, and it is preferred that you put them on the windscreen. Some people will put them on the bumper bars, etc. But they're only L plates, they're bits of plastic, they're not a license. And trust me, in Australia, If you went and whacked an L plate on your car and you didn't have an actual learner's license, you would most likely find yourself either banned from driving for an extended period before you even get a chance to get your learner's license, or you may even find yourself in jail for driving without a license. You have to go and do all the relevant tests. You have to do the requisite number of hours to get your L plates. And only then can you get your P plates. P plates mean that you have had your learner's license for the required amount of time. You've done the required number of driving hours that you've logged in a logbook, and you've done the test and passed the test, and then you get your P plates, which is a provisional license. That means you are licensed to drive a vehicle without supervision. It's not a full license. You're not allowed to drive with alcohol in your system. Some states have speed restrictions on the P plates. There are differences between the different states, but effectively you are a licensed driver. Same again. If you went to the shop and bought yourself a P plate and put it on your car without going through the entire process, you're going to find yourself in deep duty. So this notion that she's trying to give, that in the United States you've got to go through the process and actually go to the transport place to get your license, and you've got to pass a test and get your license before you get this sticker that you can put on your car, whereas in Australia you can just go and get a bit of plastic and put it on your car and hey, there you go, you're a learner driver. That is so very wrong.
I was mostly shocked that here in Australia, you can just buy the P plate thing that you need to show that you're on your learners pretty much at so many different places. Whereas in the States, at least in New Jersey, where I got my learner's permit, you needed to go to the DMV and like get a special sticker, and then it has to be in a specific spot.
So she's basically repeated herself there, but she's saying the same thing. First of all, she has misunderstood and believes that P plates are showing that you are a learner driver. That is not the case. L plates show that you are a learner driver. And you are, by law, only allowed to display them if you have the proper license to do so. You can't just randomly put them up on your car and decide that you're a learner driver and get away with it. Our laws prohibit that. And when it comes to driving, the penalties for doing things like that are pretty steep. Not just the cost, the fines that you will pay, but in a lot of states, also the legal ramifications are pretty huge. Now, in terms of where people display their L plates and P plates, I think that, and help me out here, I believe that there is some variation amongst states. So I know in some states you are required to display them on your windscreen. But at the same time, these days with so many cars with tinted windows, then that doesn't become practical. I believe then the expectation is for them to be on a spot that is visible. So I think the thing is that while laws originally were that P plates and L plates had to be displayed on a windscreen, that law has changed by necessity with the rise of people having tinted windscreens, and now so long as the plates are visible, then they're legal. So obviously there's a difference too between a sticker and plates. It's my understanding that in many states in the United States, that each year when you renew your vehicle registration, you get a sticker that goes on your number plate. If someone could help me out with that and clarify that, that'd be great. But it's a different way of doing things as well. So saying that because stickers go on number plates in the United States, that it's wrong that L plates and P plates just go randomly anywhere, doesn't quite gel with me, because they are two different ways of displaying the same thing. Anyway, I do wish Ashley well. I do, for the most part, like her content. I will say that I'm just a little concerned about some of these clickbait style videos that she is putting out, because this is information that she is sharing with people in America, and I, for one, don't want to see twits from America coming to Australia and doing dumb things like going to the supermarket and buying a P plate and putting it on a car and thinking that that gives them permission to drive in Australia without a license. Anyway, thanks for listening. Let me know with a comment below, did you interpret this video the same way that I did? Or have I perhaps looked at it in a different way? So please hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Help me to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers.